All right. Welcome to the grand finals. Today we are met with the teams 1 day and Category 5. Category 5 coming in currently with an undefeated record of 3-0. They're the only team to not drop an entire map this entire series. They will be playing up against Team 1 Day. Team 1 Day has led this tournament as the favorite the entire time. They come in with a record as well as 3-0, but they also have been a team that has dropped a couple maps earlier in the series. Coming in so far into this Luxe 1K Spring Invitational, these are the only two teams remaining. The winning team will end with a $700 payout, and the second place finisher will end with a $200 payout. Currently going on will also be the semifinal match, or the loser's third place match, and the winner of that will also receive $100 for the first Spring Invitational. Obviously, a lot of you guys are probably familiar with Team 1 Day, as they are a very well-known team, currently known as 1 Day, previously known as Space. They had won 3 consecutive uncapped finals as well. We're about to head into this first map. And starting things off, we are going to jump into Lotus, where Team 1 Day will be starting as the attackers. And Category 5 will be starting out on defense.
Hey, who's streaming the tournament? Is it Luke's tournament or?
And obviously, this is a very heavy map where you normally typically see a double duelist play inside of a Raze and a Neon, but currently no teams looking like they are going to be running a Neon. It will be Vexed running the Raze, though, as I had previously mentioned. Dip will be playing as the Sky. Chase pulling out an unusual pick here in the chamber, and it will be variations as the Sage, and then Canadian on the Astra, as we have previously seen in other matches. Then if you look at the Category 5 side for defense, AJ pulling out a good pick and a breach. Then we have Zoru on the Killjoy. We have Jack on the Raze, and then we have Mia on the Omen. Waiting to pick is SpongeBob. He's currently hovering over Sky, which is also another good pick. Normally on a map like Lotus, I feel like a pretty typical lineup right now is a Raze with a Neon, like I had previously mentioned. Then you go over with an Astra and a Killjoy, and then you kind of run one Initiator or one Controller, or you could double up on the Controller as well. Obviously, there's a lot of good picks on this map, a lot of good agents, a lot of useful utility as well. And it will be SpongeBob on the Sky starting for defense. And coming into this grand final, like I previously have mentioned, the winner of this will receive $700 in the first ever Spring Invitational. And it will be interesting to see how these teams like to play it out. Normally on Lotus, when you run your Killjoy, you'll normally set him up solo on C, and that is exactly what it looks like Team Category 5 is looking to do here early on. They are going to run the double mid setup for Mia and for AJ. And then looking over towards A will then be the other two players, the Raze and the Sky. And it looks like they are going to default early on here for Team 1 Day. Sending one player over towards A, and one towards mid, and then 3 towards B. The mid player is the one with the bomb as they just drop it early. And it does look like Team Category 5 is going to want to get a control of this A main site pretty early on. But while that's happening, Team 1 Day is running over towards C to fight this Killjoy. They are going to put up a nice Sage Wall, which is going to let them get into sight without being seen by this Killjoy turret. Killjoy's going to call his turret back, and it looks like they are faking this all the way over to A. Astra and Chamber are able to lead this one in. That will be chasing Canadian, and the door's already broken. Canadian has a big flank right here. Canadian with a great opportunity to get one, possibly more. Is the breach ready for it? He's not, but he's going to be able to get the kill. No! AJ with a big kill to lead this round off. And now just like that, it's 3v5 in favor of Category 5. And now Variations is just going to have to break the turret. Bomb will go down, but here it goes. 3v5 situation for Variations onto AJ. He's going to miss a couple shots. AJ somehow still alive. And just like that, it's Dip in a 1v5. And Dip's only able to get one. He will fall, making this 1-0 early on for Category 5. Obviously some really good play early on there for Category 5, but I think One Day just maybe a little nervous there. Obviously a very big whiff right there early on from Canadian. Posted up in the mid position. Unfortunately not able to get the kill onto AJ. But now they're going to have to bonus into this round. No buys will be coming out for Team One Day. They are terribly, terribly broke now. It will be interesting to see what Category 5 invests into. Right now it's looking like they will go with 4 Spectres and maybe a Bulldog. Now they switch it to a Spectre with Light Shield. I'm not sure if Zoro is aware that he has Light Shield right now, but he is going to buy full utility on this C site. They will run a pretty similar setup to what they just ran, and this is going to be a fast B push by Team One Day. They are ready, but AJ is there with the stun. He's going to stun 3. He's going to swing out, uses the clear out, and now Team One Day is stuck. Nowhere to go. And Canadian able to get the first big pick onto AJ though, and now all 9 players remaining are on the B site. Now it's a 3v4 in favor of Team One Day. And the stick is happening. The defuse is going in, and they have nothing to stop it. SpongeBob with a 3rd kill, and just like that, Category 5 with a huge round as well. But these eco picks are crucial, and he is able to get 3 at the end of the round. Category 5 wins the round and wipes out all 5 players from Team One Day. But at the end of the game, One Day honestly probably gets that round if they were able to play a couple more on site, but unfortunately just with Classics, not much they can do. But honestly, it's still a big round for One Day as they were able to take out all 4 of the Spectres on the site. Mia's going to have to rebuy full shield as well. So a really good round there for Team One Day here. Break the door. Very interesting. I think they do that just so they have the free rotate right away. Obviously, it almost cost them round 1, so. But Canadian able to get the first pick onto SpongeBob, and now Jack is soloing this A site. The rotate's going to happen. Breach is going to come back. The moment is still staying on B. And look, there's a big lurk coming out from Vex as the Raze, but Killjoy is ready for it, and they are going to run this back. And I think they're ready for it as well. Team Category 5 is going to rotate this all the way back. The Omen's actually going to push up to mid. This could be crucial. He's hearing the rotate come through. He's going to call this in. Vex is just going to go in. He spots the Killjoy turret. And now AJ with the stun from backside. Still plenty of time left on the game clock. 50 seconds left in the round. Chase is going to get in the plant. And now it will be a 4v5 post-take situation. Post-plant. And now Zoru gets the first for their team. Category 5 drops another. Now it is a 1v4, and now just like that, Team One Day is on the board. Now, going into the first gun round of the game, it will be interesting to see what the setup is. Coming out of this first loss for Category 5, they are going to keep a very similar setup. It has not looked like they have changed any positions at all. I wonder if Team One Day is going to be able to adapt to this. Killjoy's just playing B, and then besides that, they just really go with the same setup. Breach by C Link, Omen by A Link, and then the 2 players over at A. No presence at all from mid or C control. They really just prioritize this A control, and it will be a fight that Chase takes down SpongeBob on that A site. Not really sure how he's able to get that pick, especially with the Raze being over there as well. I guess Jack was just unaware that Chase was pushed up so far. So now this is on to Zoru. He's got a 1v4 fight coming in. He's actually going to break the dog. That was not going to clear him out at all. That could be a crucial error right there. Zoru's going to go back in. The wall is up. He knows the player's on the wall. He sees the slow orb. He's just going to hold his position. it, and he's able to get the pick.
Spike down, C.
Zorger's gonna get hugging the wall now. 4v4 retake. All 8 players onto site. Chase with the kill onto Jack. Yo, that is a huge pick right there. Now in a 3v2 situation in advantage for one day. Now it's a 2v2. Now it's a 1v2. Mia just continues to get the pick. Dip is gonna go in, and now Mia gets the 4th. What a beautiful play there by Mia. She takes down 4 of them. And now she leads the way with 9 kills. And there will be a technical pause.
I will rip the light from them.
Alrighty, and we are coming back to this
play,
gun round
let's play.
in favor of Category 5, 3-1. This will be a light buy coming out, though, for Team Category 5, as they did lose a lot of players. So this is going to be a light buy. This is going to be a full eco buy for Team One Day, and a little bit of a light buy coming out for Category 5. So this is definitely a winnable round for Team One Day, as they've already managed to tag up Vex, though. Category 5 with a bunch of Spectres, a Bulldog, and a Phantom. And one Vandal as well on the board. Now they are already pushing the site, and they are going to be able to knock out Canadian as well. SpeechBob on the other side of the road. They're not ready for it. They are able to get one, though, with the ult. And now it's a 3v4, though, in favor of Category 5. SpeechBob's actually going to be cleared out with the breach clear out. SpeechBob trying to wallbang the wall, but that unfortunately is not wallbangable. They are going to take this, though, however, back to B site, where Raze is in the middle of the site. They are going to get pinched hard, though, by the breach and the Killjoy here. They're actually able to kill the Killjoy, though, and now it's on to breach. It is all up into AJ. Chase holding him with the AWP. And Dip drops him. What a kill by Dip with the Sheriff. And now both players in the A-Link position. Jack goes with the Guardian, and Chase gets the kill. Like I mentioned, a very winnable round here. And now it is all on to SpeedDrop. SpeedDrop's going to swing, and Chase will drop him. And just like that, it is 3-2 still in favor of Category 5, but One Day able to get a very crucial eco round. Now, all 5 players still waiting in spawn. It looks like they are going to try to set up a little bit of a default here. Raze is going to try to go into C, and it looks like actually they're just going to all head towards C mid area. It looks like they are stacking C here, though, on the eco buy. This could be a huge push right here for Category 5, and they are going to land a headshot and the kill onto Vex. What a shot by Zolu, and they're just going to keep W. There's nothing that Team One Day can do. Mia with the kill back, and AJ, and now Jack, and now just like that is a 1v3 for Chase. Chase does have a Vandal, though. Chase is going to have to swing Mia. He gets the 1, he gets the 2, and now onto Jack for the 1v1. Jack swings and gets the kill onto Chase, giving them round 4 on the Thrifty. What a round there by Category 5. What a beautiful call and a play design as well. Mia leading the way for Team Category 5 now with 10 kills. And then Chase for Team One Day leading it with 9 kills and 4 deaths. Like I mentioned earlier, a very uncommon pick, though, on the Chamber, but clearly it's paying off right now for him. But it is a little strange how they did pick Chamber, but they actually have Vex as the lurker for the most part. Obviously, Chase was the last one alive there and almost was able to clutch it out, but just 1 kill too short. Jack's going to throw in the instant grenade. Normally you see this similar with an Astra pull, but unfortunately, no Astra there to be able to pull it in as they are running the Omen. They're unaware, though, I think, of Chase's position. Chase might be able to catch one out. They're over-rotating very, very quickly. But now he comes back. This is all about timing. Does Jack hold the pillar? And he is, but Chase is not able to get the kill. That's unfortunate timing, because now they are aware that it could be an A hit. And now Jack lines it up. He gets the kill. Is he aware of the second? He's going to run back. And now he calls it out for the rest of the team. The rotate is coming in from AJ as well.
You will not kill
Now they're going to pull out the res. Does Jack swing? No, Jack chooses to stay in. But now the ult is coming out by SpeechBob. They are ready for it. They are ready for this A hit, and now they are going to call it back.
On my way.
I'm not sure if they're going to have much of an opportunity here, though, at C. Obviously, Killjoy is still set up with her setup. Zoru has both of her swarms and the alarm bot posted up. And now it's just going to be the pop the all-time for Vex.
30 seconds left.
For any of you watching, you saw how deadly Vex is with the showstopper in the previous match. 20 seconds still, though. They're going to get the bomb down. It is going to be a full 5-on-5 retake.
Spike planted.
Zoru's walking in. Chase gets the first kill, but Zoru is unnoticed right now. And they're going to pop the clear out. And the ult as well. The fault line comes in as well. This is a beautiful retake right now for Category 5. Chase is able to get one. In a 1v2 post-plant situation, he will be dropped by Zoru. And just like that, it is a 5v2 situation for Category 5 here early in map number 1 on Lotus. On what many consider to be a very attacker-sided map, Category 5 is leading 5-2 on the defensive end. And now it looks like they are going to set up for an A hit here early on for Team One Day. They are finally back on a full buy. Both teams are. You would expect Category 5 to have a little bit more economy going into these next few rounds, but if they lose this one, then they're going to have to force up again.
Don't let me down now, yeah?
And obviously last round, Breach just dumping all of his utility on that site. Obviously after popping the Aftershock, the fault line, and then also being able to pop the ultimate Rolling Thunder. Just not a lot of options for Team 1 there. Now just like this, they are ready for this A push. SpeechBob posted up there with Jack as well. I'm not sure if they're ready for SpeechBob's location. Oh, but they are going to spray him out, but he's going to tag. You can see if SpeechBob decides to counter spray. And now Jack's going to pop his own ult. Now trades come in for Canadian and Jack. It's a 4-4 situation. Back Zoru able to get the one, but another good trade by Canadian. Now SpeechBob's going to come in for the rotate, and they are rotating all the way back to C. But look at this position by Canadian. I don't know if they're aware of this. But Canadian's still waiting in CT as if they're going to pop through the defender spawn. This is huge timing. SpeechBob goes to his right, but Canadian's coming back. Canadian's coming back. He has an opportunity to get all three right here. He hears them both to his left, but they're aware. Canadian gets the first, but Mia's able to trade it out. Now it's a 1v2 post-plant situation. A good lurk there, though, by Canadian. Able to set this up. Chase able to get the shot off, but not able to get the kill. Mia now has plenty of room to work with this. Now she's going to smoke off Dip's location as well, and going to smoke off Chase's op. Chase is actually going to walk through the smoke. And Dip's able to get the first, though, onto Mia. And now it is 5-3 in favor of Category 5 after a brilliant round for One Day. And now this is what I was talking about. Team Category 5 is going to have to invest fully into this round, but if they lose, their economy is going to be devastated. But on the other side, Team One Day is also going to have to invest into this round, and they are not going to have much money either. They will have a little bit more money if they do lose, but still not in great shape. Obviously, they're going to have the op onto Chase, a Guardian onto Canadian, and a Vandal onto Dip. And now Vex will buy up with an op as well, but nothing for variations. Whereas Category 5 is currently running 2 Vandals, a Phantom, a Guardian, and a Spectre. And this looks like it's going to be a full A hit. And they've already cleared out all of C main. This is going to give Category 5 plenty of information just to rotate the Killjoy over. And they are aware. So even if this does decide to be a rotate situation for them back to C, they are going to be met by the Sky posted up. That is SpeechBob in C main already. This is giving Category 5 a lot to work with. They are going to take out Jack, and Jack is just throwing the counter nade. Vex is able to drop AJ, though, early in the round. Jack is going to have to get a kill on him. He is going to knock down Vex. He's got room for more, but Canadian's going to cancel that out. Just like that, it is a 4v3 situation with 55 seconds left in the clock.
Swarm grenade out.
Now, coming in will be the Killjoy in Zoru. And now here comes the Skydog, and that's going to stun Canadian. Canadian is pinned, and now Sky's just going to drop in. It is SpeechBob, but Canadian's able to drop him. And now we have Zoru in a 1v4 situation. He gets the first 2. He knows where Canadian is. He saw Canadian, goes for the headshot. Still full blind and not able to get the kill. That'll be round number 4 for One Day, and just like that, Category 5 is absolutely broke coming into this next round. I'm interested to see if they do go for another C push like they did last round when they were on a full eco buy. And it looks like as of right now, they aren't going to try that. They are going to have 2 players posted up on A. That will be AJ as the breach and Jack as the raise. Now it looks like they're just going to head over towards A. Maybe they're going to do a full A push here. Oh, this is definitely going to be a full A push. And look where Team One Day is as well, though. They are going to be met.
You want
Here
to
it goes.
play? Let's
They are
play.
just fully rolling in. It will be the Sky, the Raze, and the Breach all pushing in. Speech Bob's going to get the concuss as well, and they're just going to keep rolling in. But over on the other side, Killjoy is ready. And now Chamber's going to entry in against this Killjoy. Soru's going to have only a Sheriff and her turret to work with. But the Sage Wall is going to come in by Variations. Soru's going for the kill, but Variations is going to drop him. And now just like that, Category 5 is the first to fall, and this could be a tie game. But Chase is going to push out. He's going to get tagged as well. Mia, unfortunately, is not able to get the kill, and now Vex with the second kill of the round. That could have been a very, very ugly play there for Chase. That's in the stun for AJ in a 1v5. Not much he can do with a Sheriff. No utility whatsoever. Just going to try to get as many exit picks as he can. Obviously going to try to have to chip away at this economy that is going to be built up by One Day if they're able to save all 5 weapons. Now Chase is going to walk in with it all. He's going to miss the kill, but he's able to get it. Wow, what a play that was. Chase not able to get the kill with the ultimate, but able to somehow pull out the pistol and get the kill. Just like that, now we are back and tied at 5. With the full buy coming in from both teams, but like I mentioned before, if Category 5 is not able to win round 11, or even have a lot of casualties after round 11, they are going to be broke heading into the final round of the half.
Shake them up.
Now coming into this second to last round of the half, obviously the Astra has the Astra Wall if they wait for any of the offensive pushes. Now Canadian is going to get dropped, so that'll no longer be in play. And just like that, AJ and Jack with huge plays on this A site, which is going to give them hopefully round number 6. But 2 players are pushed up into B, where it is just Mia. Now Mia's going to drop. But now both the A players are going to come over. It looks like Chase could be ready for this. Oh, and Chase is not going to be able to kill their Boombot somehow. So it is a 3v4 situation. AJ and Speech Bob are able to push up though. Speech Bob's going to get tagged by the turret. And that's a kill on the Chase. And now just like that, the round is over. That is round number 6 for Category 5 as they lead 6-5 here in the first map of this Grand Champion Final. Just like mentioned before, this is a best of 5 series. Currently right now, One Day is on their last round of attack before they will switch over to defense. After that, we will head to Ascent. And then after that, Haven. And then if it goes to a map 4 and 5, it will be on Pearl and then eventually on the Split. Like I mentioned, this is a very interesting comp that Team One Day is running right now. It will be interesting to see how their defensive setup is instead of a Killjoy. Obviously, the trademark could come in handy, but the Headhunter is actually what I feel like Chase is most comfortable on. The Headhunter and the ultimate, he has been able to kill multiple people in this half. Currently racking up 16 big kills already. Just like that, they are able to get the first kill of the half as well. Now becomes the clear out. Vex is going to have to pull off. There is a player behind the door, and Mia drops, though, unfortunately. But now, just like that, Canadian is left alone onto this door. Now all of them will regroup. Still, the rotation is yet to come out. I think they're a little optimistic on whether this is a full take. Now they hear the plant come in.
Spike planted.
After starting 9-1, Mia has gone a little bit cold, only going 2-7 in her last 7 minutes. Now they're going to pop the Rolling Thunder. Stop's going to come out. Canadian's dead. They're going to clear out this door where all 4 players are. AJ with 2 big kills, and now Chase with a third of his own. And just like that, Chase is going to get detained, and it's a 1v3. He's going to stick. Soru is sticking the bomb. Let's see if he's able to get it. The spray's going to come in, but it's not in time, but he gets the spray. What a kill by Vex. Just like that, It is 6-6 going into the half. What a
Switching
crazy
sides.
play that was by Vex.
Anyone have any splits? I may have jammed my fingers.
Multiple
And now
fingers.
coming onto this defensive setup, this is going to be interesting. Obviously, like I mentioned, they have the chamber on Chase. But where is Chase going to set up? There's not really much good utility usage for chamber as a defensive agent anymore ever since the nerf that came in many, many patches ago. It does look like he's just going to be setting up solo on C. Obviously, Category 5 is set up for this A take, so it should be working out in One Day's favor for this round. But I'm not quite sure what the plan will be on the bye rounds when Team One Day has to play a chamber solo on C against Category 5. Maybe they're just banking on the fact that their retake will be very, very strong. But just like that, this will be an A push right here. And as you can see, there's 3 players posted up very, very ready. And that is led by Variations as the Sage with the classic posted up. Variations is going to drop. They think they have the site clear on him. But there's Dip with the Frenzy. And Vex gets 2 huge grenade kills right there. Dip now with the flash in hand. Canadian able to go for 2 of his own, and now Vex with a 3rd grenade kill. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. That grenade that Raze has is still the most broken ability in the entire game. Obviously, nowhere near as powerful as it was when it first came out in beta, but that ability is super strong, and it's great to see an agent like Raze as a duelist get played very often now in competitive play. Just that one ability alone can just bring you so much usage. And just like that, Team One Day takes the lead back. And they are going to actually invest pretty heavily into this round. They're going to buy a Marshal, 2 Bulldogs, a Judge, and a Spectre, where Team Category 5 buys nothing. No guns on the board, a little bit of utility maybe, but no light shield. And they're playing, unlike Category 5 did, One Day is playing very, very passively right here. Canadian is posted up on the box with the Marshal though. Where he's dropping, you might be able to hear the Raze. And Raze could open door, and this could end very badly. This could end very, very badly for Chase. And that's the C site and a Marshal. What a kill that was by Jack. And just like that, Jack with a beautiful look up B clears the entire site. This should still be an easy retake for One Day, but look where he's posted up. Jack not able to hit the first. He's going to fall off. He's going to move for more, though. Not able to hit the second. Able to get the tag on the Canadian, but not the kill. Vex able to come in for the refrag as well. Canadian as well gets a second. Just like that, this should be an easy retake. AJ, tag as well. Now Zoru, and now Zoru falls with the double from Variations. What a beautiful retake that was by One Day. I think Category 5 just getting a little bit too aggressive there. Great entry pick, though, by Jack, but a little greedy there. I think the push should have been the fall off after missing the first Marshal shot. He was able to get a little bit of a tag, but in that situation, I think he just got to play numbers there. Now coming into what should be the first bye round for Category 5, but not the first bye round of the entire match. That'll probably be next round, assuming Category 5 is able to win with the 4 Vandals and 3 Vandals and 2 Phantoms, going up against 2 Bulldogs, a Judge, and a Spectre in the likes of One Day. So it looks like they are going to run for a full C push here, where they have no players here. Once again, like I mentioned, they must be very, very confident in their C retake, and I think Category 5 is starting to realize this. I think Team One Day, unless their retake is able to still hold, might have to start doing something a little bit different here on this side. Obviously, no issues early on here, but you're still not going to have a full buy as well. But if it starts to go poorly for them like this right now, this might be something that they have to rethink. And a beautiful satchel coming in from Jack that will not be allowing them to capitalize off of this stun from the sky. Now Jack gets a second. Variation's able to come in. Like I mentioned, Team One Day needs to as many points as they can here, but unfortunately, it'll just be the one for them. And just like that, we are going to be heading into our first major gun round of the second half. Team One Day leads 8-7 on this defensive side of map number 1 in this grand final.
Here.
And Now it looks like Chase is actually going to play a little bit more aggressive. I guess this is the way that they want to try to counter it, but this is going to be bold. He's actually going to be able to TP all the way back mid-link. But now this should realize that the C site is completely open, and he's just going to pop in with the Showstopper. Not able to get a kill. He's actually going to get full blind, but still able to get the kill. He got full blind by AJ's teammate, but still able to get the kill. What a beautiful play that was by Jack, with variations able to trade it back. And 3 of the 4 players were coming from CT, with the flank from Canadian able to get 1. And now Canadian has the killjoy to his right, and he's not expecting Zoru. And now Jack posted up very closely. And Jack's not able to get the 1, so variations will come in and get a second. But the attacker killjoy is still coming in. They have nothing to counter this. Zoru is able to get a 1 as well. And now Zoru will get a 3rd, and just like that, he's going to get detained. And that is the detain for Dip, and they're just going to come hunting for him. They're going to pinch. Dip able to get out with his life somehow. AJ very, very low as well. Oh, and Zoru is going to whiff! And Dip somehow able to survive. And just like that, we are tied at 8 apiece after the first 1 gun round for Category 5. Obviously, Category 5 is going to have a full buy coming into here with 5 rifles. But then for the likes of One Day, they're not going to have any investments. Dip is not going to be able to full buy next round either after saving the Vandal. Obviously, the Vandal could be the deciding factor here. If they're able to go huge, then it all pays out perfectly for them. But in the likes of the whole team play going into the next 2 rounds, I think it may have almost been better not to save unless you're able to get a couple of kills. Now they're going to be full stun. Vex and Chase both drop, and just as I was mentioning, like before, unless they're able to go huge here with the Vandal from Dip, the save almost was not a good idea. But just like that, it is a situation with the Vandal still in play, so who knows? But now it is going to be on him. Canadian will fall. Dip able to get 1. Dip able to get 2. Dip able to get 3. Don't pay attention to anything I was just saying as it comes into a huge play there from Dip. And now just like that, they lead 9-8. What a beautiful play that was by Dip to clutch out the 1v3. And now, coming into this round, it will be a full buy coming out for Team One Day. They are going to pop it off onto Chase as well, onto the mid site actually, so it will be on B. And then a little bit of a full buy coming in for Category 5 as well. They're going to have 3 rifles and 2 Spectres. So just like that, we are down a player already as Chase is able to get the first pill onto the Rays early on. Jack unfortunately dropped in B, but now coming in from B is also going to be SpeechBob. But if he does, he will be walking straight into the operator that Chase possesses. So it looks like it is actually going to be over towards an A take a little bit here. Now Dip will throw in his flash, but AJ will get the trade back. So now it will be a 4v4 retake. They do have control of his site, but I'm not sure if they're aware of it. He is going to dog into it, so maybe this does delay the A retake a little bit longer, but they do have control of A site. Now, just like that, the plant will be coming in.
Yeah, we should play back.
Found one.
So it is a 4v4 retake, and it looks like One Day is actually almost content to save here.
3 for 3.
But they're actually going to go for the res, so never mind to that. They are going to go full in on this retake. AJ able to get the kill, though, with the clear out. So now the 4v4 will all be coming in from the CT side. Nobody on the flank. They're all coming in. And now Chase will be dropped. Canadian will be dropped as well by SpeechBob. What a play. Now Zoru with 2 of his own. Just like that, we are back in this game, and it is tied 9 apiece. Category 5, saving 4 weapons there as well. So now the economy of One Day is just ruined. Now it looks like they are going to do a full C-stack here. So now Category 5 is going to be walking into this push, similar to what they did on their own when they were on the attacker side. They are getting that insane but they are going to be all stunned. Jack's able to get the first. And now SpongeBob with a follow-up as well. Zoru as well. And honestly, not a bad round for one day. They're able to take out 2 kills from Category 5, but unfortunately, Category 5 will be the first one to hit double digits. If you are a Team One Day fan, might be a little bit worried here.
Right there.
This is a huge gun round coming up for Team One Day. If they don't win this, they will be down 11-9, going into an eco round as well, basically putting it at half point for Category 5. Just like that,
Hit them fast, hit them hard.
this will be a full buy. It looks like they are ready to hit into this A site. Everyone with full shield and full rifles, except for Vex with the light shield. Jack's actually going to get stunned by his own teammate. Will be an A hit. Jack is going to get the first kill onto Dip. And now Jack with the second onto Variations. And he is going to push in, but Vex will be able to get the follow-up trade. Now it is 3v4, still in favor of Category 5. Now,
Here.
Category 5 looks to back off a little bit here. And now Chase will regroup
Teleport's ready.
with Canadian. And still, I feel like Category 5 is playing a little bit of mind games of their own. They're overthinking this a little bit. They're actually going to head back to the C site where they will be met by Astra. So Canadian's going to try to push in a little bit longer here. Actually, they might go back up B. This could actually be their best play, especially with Sky posted up where he is in the A lane. It will be on the Chase. And unfortunately, with the ult coming out, not much that they're able to do with lockdown. Chase is walking into an ultimate. He's going to have to teleport out. He will teleport out. Now he's going to be full stun. 4v3 post-plant retake onto B.
Spike planted.
Vex is going to come in from mid. Canadian on the flank. I'm not sure if Zoru is expecting it. Now he is. He turns around. He may have heard Canadian as well. Oh, but he's going to run away. Oh no, this could be big. This is timing here. He's able to see plot. He spots both of them. Canadian gets the first. He goes for the second. He gets the second. And now Vex comes in as well. And now we're in a 1v3 up to SpongeBob. And now Vex will drop SpongeBob. And just like that, we are tied at 10 apiece. And now a 10-10 situation. Both teams' economy is a little bit shaky. Obviously, one day with wins, so they are going to have to full buy here, but it is going to be the likes of 3 full buys, a Vandal Light Shield, and then nothing currently for Chase, but I think he's going to pop the ultimate with full shield. And then on the likes of Category 5, they will be full buying 4 rifles with 4 full shields. Now they're pushing in immediately. This is going to be a very fast C push here for Category 5.
Obscuring vision.
And they're going to be met by Canadian. Canadian's going to get pushed up though. Canadian's going to play close to the smoke. He's going to have to fight this. If he sprays this, this could be dead. He's actually going to get hit by the Rolling Thunder, and instead he's going to have an opportunity for nothing. But Variations is able to come in with a crucial trade before being dropped by Jack and Mia. Jack with a third of his own. And this is going to be 11 for Team Category 5, unless Vex is able to pull out the 1v4 clutch. Mia is low, but there is full health on the other 3 players. And now Mia's going to get the heal as well, putting her back up to 100. Oh, now AJ is going to get sprayed out, but that's actually going to repeat the Vex's rotation. Still has the grenade and full utility, but probably going to want to save it into these last 2 rounds for them. They are going to be able to full buy, actually, going into this next round. Everybody will have enough money to buy, except for Variations. Now they're going to clear him out, and now Vex will drop. Jack with the 4th of his own.
None of my stuff has malfunctioned
Now it is
yet.
11-10 in favor of Category 5. And it looks the team is going to go over towards the C site for a little bit of a defensive push here, as they do have Astra ready to push up and Chamber. Currently Category 5, unaware of what they are going to do offensively though. now it will look like they are going to go for a little bit of mid-take here. And it will be met by Astra in Canadian. Canadian barely get out with his life. He is going to get stunned. Now Canadian's going to get swung on while reloading. Jack not able to get the kill until now. Jack drops them. And now they do have the B site, but there are 2 other players ready. But Zoru is also going to get the kill onto Vexed. And now they also have the C site. This could be a very, very trap round for one day. And now in a 3v5,
Teleport's ready.
they are going to lead over towards A, but they do have a flank coming in from the breach in AJ, all the way from the C site. Dips with the jug. He's able to get one before being dropped by Speedrop. Just like that, it's a 2v4. Variations is able to get one of his own. Now it's a 2v3. Chase is posted up as well. Chasing a 1v3. He sees the Killjoy, but so does Killjoy see him. Zoru gets the kill, and just like that, we are on map point for category 5 here in map number 1.
Match point.
And now it is 12-10 in favor of category 5. And just coming into this round, Team One Day is going to have to force up many, many different sorts of ways. They have a Guardian, a Bulldog, a Stinger, and a Sheriff all coming into this final potential round. And now here on map point for category 5. Let's see how this round plays out. They're going to rush straight in as well to the C site where they will be met by Chase. And now Chase is just going to teleport out. And they are going to fully have to retake on this final round. Jack's going to pop up his showstopper as well. He's just going to hunt down Jack and might actually get the kill. Canadian's able to trade it though before the ult comes out. Now Variation gets spotted. And now there's a player close to SpeechBob, able to get 1, able to get 2, able to get 3. 3 beautiful kills here by SpeechBob, but it is a 2v2 post-plan retake for One Day. If they want to keep this first map alive, they are going to have to get the kill. And Mia with the flash. Mia not spotted yet, but now gets spotted. Jack's in the 2v2. Gonna push up, spots the Killjoy, and now they get the kill. And just like that, it is 12-11. With One Day having a chance to tie this game and headed it into overtime.
Game. I love explosions.
We are almost tied. It is 12-11 heading into the final potential round of map number 1. If Team One Day is able to win, we will force overtime, but they are going to have to come into this with another light strong full buy. It will be 2 Vandals with full shields, a Vandal and light shield, a Phantom and light shield, and then a Judge from Case. While Team Category 5 is able to buy fully with full shields and 5 rifles. And now, coming into this final round of regulation, it will be another C hit onto Chase, where Chase solos with a Judge. They are going to play a little bit slower though, compared to what they just did last round. Not wanting to push them and give them free kills like they did. Chase is posted up still though, with the Judge. And he will be met though by 4 players if he decides to peek out. And now they're just going to bum rush him. Here he comes with the ult as well. Chase is just going to try to get 1 kill with the Judge to get out. He's going to do some chip damage, but not before being dropped by Mia. And now, just like that, it is a 4v5 take situation for Team One Day. Really aggressive. And Vex with a chance to get multiple. He only able to get 1, but Canadian's able to get the second. And now they have 3v4 in their favor for the retake situation. Now he's out as well. They know SpeechBob's on the other side. They spray it. They're going to get tagged by this corporate AD. Able to get 1. SpeechBob with the second. Vex with the 1 as well. But now it's a 1v2. Canadian has to win this to get this game into overtime, but he is dropped by Zoru.
Attackers win.
And that's an unfortunate way to end map 1. Category 5, 13. One Day, 11. Fortune. Am I good to talk? And coming into map number 2, we are going to be starting this off with Lotus. And like last map, we are going to have Team One Day back on the attack side. Obviously, a very close first map that Category 5 was just able to pull away with the win by a slim of a margin there, winning 13 to 11. I think Category 5 will probably run a very similar comp, maybe switching over an agent or two. Obviously, Ascent, a very, very different map than Lotus is, but I think variations will be switching off of the Sage maybe, and I guarantee Chase will be playing off of the Chamber. He was playing a lot of Jet earlier in the game. And will be, yep, and now he will be running the Jet currently right now. So it will be Chase over on the Jet, and then everyone else really switching off of what they were, not even running any similar comps to what we just saw on Lotus. Like I mentioned, a very, very different type of map compared to a map like Ascent, where there's a lot of close corners compared to Lotus, where it's a very, very big map, just a lot of free falling going around everywhere, a lot of movement coming around. But for Team One Day, we are going to have variations over on KO. And then obviously Vex also running onto a Sova now. So this is a very typical setup that you normally see 2 initiators on a map like Ascent. But then the Killjoy coming out from Dip will be a little bit different than what we saw obviously as a chamber before. I would have liked to see maybe a little bit of a Killjoy or a Cypher from Team One Day on a map like Lotus. Maybe that would have been able to get them the win, but maybe they just didn't have anyone who was a little bit comfortable on a map like Lotus playing the agent Killjoy. But obviously now we're going to see Dip heading over to the Killjoy. So now Chase is back, like I mentioned, where he's most comfortable on the Jet. And Dip will be the Killjoy as well. This was the map that was just played a couple hours ago by Team One Day, where they did manage to get a win, and it was a very close map, which actually helped them get to this grand final. So a very different comp, like I mentioned, coming out from both teams here. Obviously with Vex going back onto a Sova, and then as you look for Team Category 5, they are going to be switching it up completely as well. No teams playing Raze on Ascent. Obviously not a very, very Raze dominant map, but we are going to see Team One Day starting off again on this very, very strong push here on this A site as they start his attack. And they are going to just send 5 men into A right away, where they will be met by Mia as the Astra. And Mia is ready. KO is also over there as well. They're just going to flood in. They are going to be met by Mia Smoke. Mia sits in hell. Chase onto the Jet. Beach Bob's going to come in with the swing as well. Chase will drop Mia. Now the sprays come in through the door. The door will be broken, but now Beach Bob's going to get cleared out. Now the Heaven swing comes in from Jack with the frenzy. He's going to get the swing onto Variations, and he will drop him. And now a trade comes in from Canadian. And now there are 2 players stuck in hell. Now 3 players stuck in hell. All 3 players stuck in hell. Chase gets 1. AJ gets 2 though. Chase with a third of his own. It is a 1v1 situation. Speed Bob taps with 1 HP. Chase is also very low. Chase sees him. He goes for a right click maybe. He's gonna stick the defuse. He's gonna get spotted out. And Chase with the 4th of his round. And just like I mentioned, Chase back on the agent he's most comfortable with in the Jet. Able to help them get the round. It will be interesting to see this Jet versus Jet matchup from Jack and Chase. As this is the first gun round that Team One Day has won, and it'll put them up 1-0 now in map number 2. Obviously, like I mentioned before, Category 5 is currently winning this series 1-0, but Team One Day able to get the first round of map number 2. So now it's going to be a fast where they are met by the Jet. He's able to get out with his life. Jack barely able to get out, but this is a B-stack. So now Jack's going to get the right click on Chase. Chase gives up a Spectre, and just like that, it is a 4v5 in favor of Category 5. A Canadian is able to get 2 of his own. And just like that, it is a 3v4 now. Now it's a 3v3 with a big pick by Mia coming back on the Astra. Now it's a 2v2 with Vex and Mia get 2 of their own as well. Mia is low. She's going to double up with AJ. Dip and Variations both have a lot higher HP.
Remaining.
Variations able to take down the low Mia. AJ with full health. Going to get tagged by Dip.
Last player
And
standing.
now he does get the kill. It's a 1v1 situation. AJ with half health. Dip's going to swing, but not able to get the kill. He's down to 8 HP. He's going to get tagged by the Silva Dart. And he is going to drop him. And just like that, it is a thrifty round for Team Category 5, tying this map at 1 apiece.
Clutch.
And a good defense there by AJ and Mia to win this
I
round.
make an exception.
Now we head into a very, very crucial round here, as One Day is not able to force buy at all. This is going to screw over their economy a little bit. They are going to invest into 4 Sheriffs and a Stinger, so they do want to try to get as much damage done into Team Category 5 as they can, because now Category 5 is going to come into this round with 4 rifles and a lot of money on AJ with 4 grand in his pocket if they lose. And this is going to be a little bit of a default here that we saw them run in the previous match in the semifinals. 1 over towards B, a couple towards mid and then one towards mid link. Just trying to get as much info as they can, as it will be up to Chase now in the A main situation to try to clear out as much of A as they can. Normally what they like to do here is they like to try to bait out as much mid as they can and then just push up catwalk. The difference is, as Jack's able to fly over the wall and get 2, is that before they were playing a team that played very, very passively mid, and now they are going up against a team in Category 5 who's playing very, very aggressive towards mid. And now it is up to Chase in a 1v5 situation with Sheriff. He's going to go for a swing, and he's not going to get anything. That round could not have gone any worse for Team One Day, as now they didn't get any kills, as that is a flawless for Team Category 5. And now Category 5 leads the map 2-1 here in map number 2, and this puts them ahead very, very largely because of the economy. This is going to be a major round for Team One Day, because if Team One Day doesn't win, they're down, and now Category 5's economy will just be in a very, very good state compared to Team One Day. Now let's see what they decide to do here with their buy round. It looks like they are going to do a little bit of a default, but lead it a little bit towards B. After 4 people go towards B with a 1 player going towards A. Yep, and now they will split it into a default with 2 mid. Chase just trying to make as much noise as they can. Like I mentioned before, they love to do these little mid and B fakes and head over towards A, but it worked so well in the first match in the semifinals against a team that played very, very passively. As we could already tell, Jack and SpeedPop are playing very aggressive compared to what they were used to. I'm not sure if they're ready for this. SpeedPop is going to get tagged by the KO. They're just going to flood that. And SpeedPop nipples his location. Chase able to get some chip damage, but he is able to get out with his life. So they will remain the 4v5 advantage. But now Mia's going to swing and she's going to get tagged. She gets headshot through the wall. They are going to swing. Mia not able to get any. Maybe able to get a kill onto Mia. Now just like that, this will be a retake with a 4v4 retake. They're all going to be in CT as well. None of the sprays coming through, surprisingly. I thought if they would have chosen to spray, they probably could have gotten a kill or 2. But now it's a 3v4, so it's able to drop on effects. All 3 players are on set as well. And now Canadian's going to go for 1. He sees the 1 on sidewalk and 1 on steps. Now Zoru gets a second of his own. Now Variations is no longer 2. He gets the 1, not able to get the second on Jack. Jack is good for 3 of his own. Get the beautiful kill. Now Jack with 7 kills early on into these first 4 rounds.
Was that important?
And now, like I mentioned, Team One Day in a very, very bad financial situation compared to Team Category 5. Category 5 now with 5 rifles and everyone with above $2,000. That, unfortunately, is not the case for Team One Day, as they enter this with 2 stingers and 2 sheriffs, with everybody below $2,200. Like we mentioned before, Team One Day obviously coming in as the favorite, as they have won 3 different separate mini tournaments coming into this one. Obviously, this is the first Luxe tournament that we have hosted, but this is the biggest stage that we have ever played on here. Jack is going to play very aggressive. He's going to go for the kill on Dip. He's not going to be able to get anything, but he knows he's stuck with the stinger. He's going to go for another dash, and he's able to drop Dip. What a play that was by Jack. Chase is going to come back, though, with the Blade Storm, trying to spot out any players that he can still have in the game. And now Chase is going to walk up Cat as Jack gets a second. They're unaware of where Chase is right now in this 3v5 situation, but the camera will spot him out. And now Vex is going to get swung. Jax is good for 4. Now it is on to Chase with the Blade Storm. He's able to get 1, but there is another player in that market. That is Mia. Now Jack's going to go for the ace, but he's going to get dropped by Chase. And now Mia's going to get the tag. This is still winnable for Chase. I don't think they want to kill him any more, give him any more kills. He's able to get a tag, but now Mia gets the spray through the wall. And now that is round 4 already, early on for Team Category 5. Now, I think it is worth mentioning that this is a very, very defensive-sided map, so I wouldn't be too surprised if Team One Day only gets a few rounds on the attacker side. But they were able to clip together a very impressive 9-2 run early on when they played Ascent earlier on the attacker side. So you would like to see them get a few more kills here going into a defensive half if they want to put anything together here in the second half. looks like it is going to be a little bit more of a default. They love these default setups. They haven't really fully committed anything. As Jack's able to get another kill onto this B site. He is going absolutely insane. 12 and 3 to start this half. And now Chase is able to get one back of his own. He says, don't forget about me yet. And now the sprayer's going to come in with the Odin. Chase gets a second onto Jack. He says, I'm not the only good Jet here. Now it will be onto the Astra. That is Mia stuck in A on her own with a 1v4 situation with 2 players rotating. She's still holding this main just in case there is a lurk. And now they're aware of it as well. Mia's going to go for the swing. And she will be dropped by Chase, who gets his third of his own. And now let's see if he goes ace hunting like similarly to Jack last round. Chase is posted up in the heaven position. He's going to jiggle and he gets his 4th. And just like that, he is 1 kill away from his ace as well, with a huge round coming in from Chase. Now he sits at 10 and 4 as well, as 12 and 4. Now the AJ dart comes in and is going to tag KO on Jen.
Here.
Variation stays in his position though as Sova starts to fall away. AJ looking for Vex as Vex is going to break the glass. And it looks like AJ is just going to try to get away with his life here and save going into this next round, even though their economy is very strong. And that will be round number 2 as they get their first gun round for Team One Day. After winning the pistol, getting thriftied on, and losing 3 more after that, they do finally get their second round on the board. So now Team Category 5 able to fully buy with an Odin and 4 rifles, my bad, going into this round. But so will Team One Day investing into 5 rifles. Both teams with a very, very good economy. It will take a couple rounds in a row to defeat the economy of any other team here. And just like that, there is going to be a lot of utility dumped early on. A couple Astra smokes and silver darts coming in. They're just going to pop the ultimate onto the market player. It will get a couple tags. Not enough to kill Jack on the Jet. They are going to get this. No. But SpongeBob is not phased. He gets the first kill of the round. This is just going to be a market flood. This is kind of our first fast attack that we have seen all game from One Day. And let's see how it pays off. Jack gets another one. And now Zoru with one of his own. And it is not going to go very well. And now Zoru with a second. And now Chase is pinched. And Chase gets one of his own as well. In a 1v4, he's going to have to go huge. They're both at steps. He's able to spray SpongeBob. Mia's going to swing. And now it is Jack. Or sorry, Chase. And Chase will be dropped. And that is round 5 for Category 5. And similar to last game, a 5-2 lead for Category 5. Obviously, Team One Day was able to bring it back, but unfortunately not able to close out the game as they trailed this series 1-0 to Category 5. And now they trail map number 2, 5-2 as well. Clearly, nothing has worked very well so far. A lot of defaulting early on that's similar to what we're going to see here. But they're not used to this very aggressive defensive push style that Category 5 runs. They haven't had to deal with a team like that much all series long. Category 5 looking like a very, very strong defensive team here. And once again, just able to drop Canadian, who's in no man's land early in this round. They do have 3 more players going up mid, but once again, SpongeBob just lurking up mid and not accounted for at all. It really comes down to win fights like that. And just like that, it is a 3v2 situation that Category 5 trails in. That is definitely one of One Day's strengths, is just pushing in, trying to get as many flood kills as they can like that. Because like a team like Category 5 who gets fast flanks, it is very hard for them to make sure everything is accounted for if they play very aggressive. Now it will be the 2v3 retake for SpongeBob and AJ. AJ's going to come in from the heaven location. Not able to get the kill though onto Chase. He knows that he's in wine. SpongeBob's also going to come in. They are going to break the nano swarm. Chase gets the kill and gets another beautiful headshot. What a kill by Chase. And just like that, that is round number 3. Back-to-back wins for Team One Day. Or actually, sorry, that was Team Category 5 who won the round previously, but 2 out of the last 3 rounds for Team One Day. And now the economy is starting to wear down for Team Category 5, coming into this round with a Vandal, a Phantom, and 3 Sheriffs as of right now, as opposed to Team One Day, who has 5 rifles and light one. Likewise, this will be a very, very fast A hit right here, as they just sending all 5 players A main. I think Team One Day does a very beautiful job of making sure not to do the same strategies in a row, but they do like to default, like I have said previously. And now Zoru with the beautiful deagle kill. He's gonna go for a second onto variations and the ult. Vex is gonna drop him, so there is the opportunity to res variations here. And they are gonna tap. He's gonna stick. Canadian revives variations, and there's 3 players in heaven. This is gonna be an ugly brawl. 4v4 with the door popped. They're gonna just run in. Jack with the first with the Blade Storm. Now Speech Bob's gonna drop in, and Speech Bob's gonna get one of his own. And now Jack with a second of his own. It's on to Vex for the 1v4. Vex is gonna get one. Not before getting dropped though by Mia. And now it'll be round number 6 for Team Category 5. Not even able to get the plant there for Team One Day. After coming in with a huge buy there, Category 5 is able to stop Team One Day though with the deagle kills that came in from Hell. And similar to the last round though, Team One Day looking like they want to play a little bit more aggressive, you know, not playing as passive as they have previously in their default rounds. They're just going to run into B here, but they are going to be met by Jack with the Vandal. Jack loves to get these people off guard. He's going to go first swing. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and he will be eventually dropped by Vex, but not before getting 3 kills. But now Dip and Vex able to get one of their own, making this a 3v2 situation. And now they're going to get tagged as well by the arrow. This was a very, very strong round for Category 5, but now it has turned into a 2v2. What has gone wrong for them? It feels like when Jack is not getting their kills, they are really struggling. Jack obviously having more kills than the entire next 3 players on his team combined, sitting at 19 and 7. Similar situation though for Chase as well, as he has more kills than the next 2 players on his team combined, sitting at 15 and 7. So this will be a 2v2 retake. That plant should not even have gone down after the first 3 kills by Jack. Obviously a beautiful flash came in though that put him in that situation, but it is a 3v3 with, or a 2v2 with the Astral Wall down. They are gonna have to just listen closely for the tap. Mia's gonna get tagged. Now Mia's gonna get tagged again. Gets the kill, and now Zoru as well gets the kill. So Team Category 5 is able to hold on to win this round, but at what cost after losing 3 full guns?
Good.
Luckily for them, they are going to have 3 players with mass amounts of money coming into this next round, as they do have all above $6,000. So it will not be an issue for them buying their teammates.
That should wet.
And it will be a very late full buy for Team One Day coming into this round number 11, as they are going to force 3 full rifles with full shield, a Bulldog with light shield, and then a Spectre with full shield. And similarly, they're just going to go for this fast B aggression. I wonder if they see something that we haven't seen. And obviously Team Category 5 is not really ready for it, but it is Jack who is soloing the site. And now here they come. Jack with 1. He's going to get out with his life as well. He regroups into Boathouse. And now the rotation's coming in. Jack hears the ball coming in. He's going to swing. He knows they're going to have to drop in. Spray. He's able to get a second. Dash out. Get a third. What a beautiful kill that was by Jack. This man is absolutely insane. 22 kills through 11 rounds. And Mia is able to drop Vex to secure the round. It is 8-3 now in favor of Team Category 5. Obviously, starting on the defensive side is probably the amount of kills he's able to get, but just no answer so far for Jack. Even when it looks like he's going to be caught off guard, he's able to get out with a kill, reset, and then get another one. With a KDR just a little bit below 3 kills right now. He posts up with an operator as well for mid, and he will be met by Chase with a Vandal. And this will be Jack. Not able to get the tag, but he is going to pop the Blade Storm. And he has a Vandal ready as well. He's actually going to stick with the op. It looks like Chase is ready. He's going to be met by 3 players mid if he decides to take this fight. Not a lot of aggression coming in, but look at this. He's able to slip in there. That will be a very beautiful kill by Jack before getting dropped by Canadian, though. I was about to say Canadian was able to slip up mid very, very beautifully right there. And now it will be a 4v4 with 3 players over toward the B site. They're going to be swung on. Mia's able to get one, but not enough. So it will be a 1v3 situation for Zoru here and Hell, as the rotation is going to come in very slowly from the Sova, as AJ is still yet to rotate. I don't think they're aware of where Zoru is. They're going to swing. Chase is going to get dropped, though. And now Canadian's able to trade it back. So it will be a 1v2 situation for AJ to try to close out this half. Spots Canadian. He's going to get darted out as well by Vexed at Gen. Sova versus Sova here on site. Gonna beat out Canadian. Canadian's gonna drop him for Canadian's first 3 kill of the round. And now Canadian sits at 10 and 11 going into the half. Obviously, like we mentioned before, the story of this game so far is the jet play. Obviously, the only 2 duelists in the map combining for over 39 kills right now. 39 kills and 18 deaths in the 2 duelists. Absolutely crazy play right now. Just like that, we are switching sides, and it looks like Team Category 5 is not going to waste any time setting up for this B aggression. They will have 2 players over there, and like we have seen before, Team One Day does not really like to play a lot of people mid. They trust the Killjoy setup for mid, and they think it plays off very well. Normally they leave it on to variations as the KO to swing cat and just try to get as much info, but it's not going to matter here on this very fast B aggression. And that's going to do a lot of damage there for that Silver Arc from Jax. Jack's already in the switch. He's going to close door, and it's going to be a 2v5 take onto site. Dip in boathouse. He's going to swing onto AJ. Not able to get the kill, but somehow gets the kill now through the box. And now just like that, it is a 2v5 situation. Not a lot that Jack could have done this round, as Team One Day is able to get the kills and to secure the pistol round. But like we mentioned before, Category 5, a very, very strong team, and they are going to invest into some sort of stack right here again on the offensive side. We're just going to push over towards the mid B side for this B aggression. A little bit of a tongue twister there. And then, of course, on the Category 5 side, they're not going to buy any rifles, not going to buy any weapons, just going to stack up a little bit on utility, so they make sure they have a full buy going into the next round. But if it's anything similar to like what we saw on the first half, there might be a chance that they're able to pull off this eco-thrifty round. Obviously, it's a lot easier on the defensive side when you're able to just sit in corners. But at least on the offensive side, I'm not sure what a lot of teams' perspectives are on this, but I am a firm believer on offense of full buying if you're very confident in your attack side. Because you're able to just group, you're able to have all 5 players just go in. Obviously, on a map like Ascent, it's a little bit harder on close angles to go in and get monster kills from long range. But I do like a full buy here once in a while onto a force. And this looks like it is going to be a push onto A. Variations has no info, and they're just going to walk up on him. Oh my gosh, it's going poorly. And they are going to drop him. What a kill by Zoru. Zoru and Jack just continue to walk up, and there was no info there whatsoever. The plan's going to come out. No way they're able to do this again, and SpeechBob gets one of his own as well. Now in the 3v5, post plant's still very much alive, but this is going to be a very difficult post plant. They know where SpeechBob is, but he has a Spectre now. So now Chase is going to have to walk into this with only a Sheriff. He's going to smoke him out. And now this gets one though, so this will make it a 3v4 with the spray. But there still are 2 players in hell, and now Dip gets a second as well. SpeechBob continues to wait in the 2v2 situation. Now it's a 1v1. Vex is very low. And SpeechBob's going to tap. SpeechBob's going to swing, and he's going to drop him another thrifty round. One Day is not able to hold on to these gun rounds as Category 5 with their second thrifty of the game. As now they lead 9-5, and this is going to set them up beautifully to close out this game. This Team One Day is not able to invest going into this next round, which should give Team Category 5 their 10th round unless something goes terribly wrong here. Obviously, I feel like for the most part on a map like Ascent, it is easier to defend with light as it is to attack. But obviously, like we just saw, full classics able to win for Category 5 there. Now it will look to be like a little bit of a mid aggression from both teams. 4 players now from One Day, and One Day is going to be the first one to get dropped, but they are able to get a
Spike
pick
down
back
B.
on Vex. And now a second pick, Vexed. Does he have a third one? And it would have to be against Jack here, it looks like. Probably unlikely, so they're going to have to give up the spike. Now Zoru's able to trade it back, so it will be 3-3. But obviously in favor of Category 5 here, as they have the better players, the better rifles, and the better utility here. Zoru's just going to walk in. Zoru's able to get one back. Chase is just going to spray with the Deagle, not able to tag anyone with the Sheriff. And now look who's hunting. It's Jack. He has an opportunity to get both here. There's the one. And now Chase gets the kill back though. Kuba Chase. Chase sits currently at 18-10 with the Vandal. And now he's going to get sprayed out probably through this wall.
Here.
They do decide to play it a little bit more passively. Unaware of where either players are. And now the flash comes in. They're both going to swing, and they're going to drop him. A beautiful 3-piece there by Zoru. And now Jack sitting at 25-12, leading his team to a 10-5 lead here in map number 2 of this best-of-5 series for the championship series. Like we mentioned before, the winner of this match will win a $700 cash prize, and the second-place runner-up team will finish with $200 as well. If this match ends, or you're currently not available to watch, you can always go over to our second channel and watch the semifinal match that is going on right now. The winner of that match will finish in 3rd place and receive a $100 cash prize as well. And now Chase is going to pull out the op. They know he's indeed able to do it, but they also need as many kills as they can get. He's able to hear Jack dash out. Oh, the timing. He's not able to spot out Zoru, who's going to hold it for Jack. He sees Jack's gun, and he's able to get the kill onto Jack. Chase saying, I'm just as good of a player as you are on Jet, baby. And now a 4v5 situation without their best player in hand and their only entry frag. And now it looks like they are going to go over to a little bit of an A play here. Category 5, obviously with full rifles, so does One Day. Variation has the flashbang in hand. Zoru's going to rewind. Doesn't spot anybody. Now Variations and Dip sitting in back of sight. Variations with the flash. He's going to pull it out. He's going to swing onto AJ. Dip's able to get the kill to help him out. And just like that, they clean all 4 of them up into the site at once, giving Team One Day round number 6. Just like that, round number 6 goes to Team One Day, and they are on pace to get a full buy here. Now, right here, this could be a very big momentum shifter as Category 5 investing into this round, but after this, they are going to have no money, win or lose. So they are going to have to make sure they win this round and win this round cleanly, because if they lose any rifles, they are going to be broke for next. So even if Team One Day is not able to pull out a win here, they definitely need to get as many kills as they can to ruin the economy of Category 5. And just like that, they see Jack here, so they know that it's going to be a little bit of a B aggression. Obviously, the spray coming in for Vex now.
Get out of my way.
AJ and Jack looking to push up as well. Variations throws in the grenade. He's going to get tagged by the Owl drone, and now here comes Jack with the dash. Jack's going to get sprayed, though, by Canadian. And now Vex just sits there. 3 people waiting, and now Canadian goes huge. He gets a second, and now just like that, it's onto the KO sitting in B main. SpongeBob has no answer. He's just going to have to back off. And now he's going to get tagged a little bit by the Sova Dart as well, and sprayed a little bit as well. And Chase waits. He sees him. Oh, with his teammate jumping in front of him, he's still able to get the kill onto Mia. And just like I mentioned, they needed to get this round, and they needed to get it cleanly. And they're not able to do either of those. They have yet to get any kills. And in Team One Day's favor, they just need to keep doing this so they can get as much money off the board as possible. Obviously, Zoru able to get 1 kill back, making this a 2v4. And they're going to look to re-aggress onto the B site, it looks like, where they will be met by Vex. And now Vex is just going to run back to Boathouse, but they probably hear that. They're probably very aware of what's going on. And just like this, they have no one holding the mid location for them. They're just going to be able to walk right in. Obviously, Vex will hear them drop, but that's about all the info they're going to get. Now he calls it out to them. He doesn't want to make any noise or peek out. They're going to flash. He gets the first. He gets the second. What a beautiful spray that was by Vex, getting them round number 7. And like we said, they needed to win it
If you're
cleanly,
not
and
a
they're
good
not
shot
able to do
today,
any of that,
don't worry.
giving
There
round
are
number
other
7
ways to
to Team One Day and ruining the economy of Category 5 all at the same time. And now just having to invest into a light buy on offense. This is going to be a tough round to win for Category 5. This might give Team
Deep
One Day
breath.
round number 8. Like I mentioned before, they were clearly down early, and obviously Jack was able to do whatever he wanted on that
Revealing
defensive
area.
side, but it's a lot easier on this defensive side for a map like Ascent when it's just so much team communication. Obviously, we're starting to see a lot of Astra play in the meta. You don't see a lot of Brimstone anymore. Occasionally, you'll see an Omen, but it's a lot of Astra play. And obviously, rightfully so, she just has so much utility. Obviously, Chase able to get the first pick of this round, dropping the best player in Jack once again. And now Jack really not able to do anything on this offensive side. Similar to what Jack was doing first half, Chase is able to do second half. Zoru with a nice camera up mid, not going to spot any players though at Cat or mid blink. And now it looks like they are going to come back for a little bit of a B aggression. And now Mia and AJ are both going to get spotted by Vex. He gets the spray. He's going for more. He's not able to tag any of them though. Mia is at half health though from the early spray. Now SpeedBob's just going to run out. He's dropped by Canadian. Canadian with a beautiful 3-piece spray. And just like that, it is 8-10. Team One Day with back-to-back beautiful rounds, competing with Team Category 5 very beautifully. A little bit of a tongue twister there, guys. But now, coming into round number 19, Category 5 is going to have a huge buy with all 5 rifles. But similar to 2 rounds ago, they need to win this round, and they need to win it very, very cleanly, or else Category 5 is going to be in very much danger of letting Team One Day get back into this. And it looks like it is going to be a little bit of an A aggression where they have nobody set up, but the Killjoy has all of her lineups and all of her setups. So it is going to deny a plan or a push if that's how far they are able to get. They are going to spot Chase with the off. So just like that, they are going to smoke and push immediately W key. I'm not sure if they're expecting the Killjoy here, though. Killjoy actually pops his utility a little bit too early. They are going to be able to shut the door, and Chase is going to get cleared out. Chase not actually hit by the grenade, but Jack's going to drop 2. And now a beautiful flank, though, by Zoru, able to drop Chase with the AWP. So now it is a 4v4. All 4 players are spotted out in heaven as well for this retake. Like we said, Category 5 needs this round, and they need it cleanly. They're just going to bombard AJ, and Dip gets the kill onto AJ. Dip with a second, though, onto SpeedBob, and now it's down to the 2 players in A main. Dip is still trying to make sure there's nobody in tree. They think they've cleared it out, and they have. Dip's going to walk in, and Vex with a beautiful Sova Dart kill. And now all Mia can do is save. And he's going to spray. He's going to get swung out by Dip, who gets a 3-piece with the shorty. And obviously a much-needed round for Category 5. And once again, they are going to be forced to save here. With no player coming into the end of the round with more than $1,000. AJ is the only one who's able to buy with a full shield and full rifles. And just like that, a crucial timeout coming in for Team Category 5 because they have a big decision to make here. Do they want to invest this round with Spectres and Light Shield and Stingers and Light Shield and try to get this win? Or they could even go Rifle Light Shield if they can afford it. It would more than likely be a Bulldog or a Guardian. Only one player can afford a full shield and full Vandal. Might be able to afford a Vandal and a light shield coming out of a couple players here, but they are in shambles right now. Obviously on the team for Team One Day, they have an AWP, an Odin, 3 rifles, and everyone with above $5,000 right now. This is going to be a crucial round and a crucial decision for Category 5, as most of the decisions have been so far. Obviously, map number 1 went the full length, 24 rounds, as Category 5 was able to win 13-11. And that is starting to feel like a very similar story, but in favor of Team One Day. Obviously trailing, though, 9-10, but they are putting themselves in optimal position to win this round and to win the series right now. This would tie the series 1-1, as it is a best-of-5 series right now. Map number 1 was very different, as it was on Lotus, a very wide map. Which will be similar to map number 3 on Haven. And then if it goes to a game 4 and game 5, that would be played on Pearl and Split. Obviously, Pearl is a very unique map. You know, it has a one site where it's very contained, similar to Ascent. But but then it has a very, very wide site like B site, like similar to a Haven type of map. So Pearl is definitely a map that I think a lot of teams prefer to play on right now because it has everything that you would look for in a map. A lot of tight ends, a lot of wide angles, not a lot of different maps like that. And now Jackson's going to go in. And they did decide to go for the light buy. So it does pay off because they are able to get 3 kills. Obviously, they lose the round, but they didn't go in for a full investment there. And now, just like that, Jack has been stuffed ever since this second half started. Only at 20, he's still at 25 and 17, but a lot of those kills came from the first half. I believe he had 22 kills during the first half. And ever since then, I believe he's 3 and 9. And now they are going to have this full buy here, which will, the winner of this will take the lead, and it could be Category 5 giving up their lead for the first time in a couple rounds, because they've been very, very dominant ever since. And now Jack's able to get a crucial kill, though, onto Chase. So this will open up the entire A site, but they're actually going to call it off and go all the way back to B. I think they like what they see, and they think they know they're going to bait out the rotate. And just like that, this is going to be a fast B push with no utility to stop it. And now it's just on to Canadian in CT to hold for a retake. Let's see if he goes for kills or if he goes for the retake. He's going to actually swing out and just spray through the smoke. Now he's going to get stuffed by the KO. Now he's stuck on the box. But now Zoru has to worry about Vex as well, who may have spotted him. And now he's calling for Jack to come out and help. Zoru is pinched right now. Jack is trying to give him as much assistance as he can, but he has no room to work with as there's 2 players in CT, 1 in Market and 1 in B main. And now they're just going to go out and pop the Astro Wall as well. And now AJ with a beautiful ult. And now Jack waits. Jack's going to swing and get picked off by Canadian. And now the Defender Killjoy ult's coming in. And now the offense is going to have to push. And they're going to get a kill onto AJ. He swings, and that'll be the round and the first lead for Team One Day in the first half of their game. Obviously, they led very early on. It was 1-0, and ever since then, they have trailed the rest of the way, giving them their first lead since 1-0. It is 11-10 here. And for a very similar story to what happened on Lotus, Team One Day was able to come back and complete the comeback, but then fell short in the last 3 rounds. Category 5 was able to finish it off 13-11. Let's see if Category 5 has any sort of response for Team One Day here in these next 3 rounds. And it will be Vex, though, on the Odin. Obviously, a very strong economy built up, though, for Team One Day. So they are not in any worries of losing any of their money here. But then on the Category 5 side, they have 4 rifles and a Spectre. And 2 of those rifles are on Light Shield as well. So they are not even coming into this with a full buy, full utility. They are just scrapping together whatever they can. And now things have slowed down a bit. They're not going into this full aggression. They are still relying, though, on Jack to get a pick similar to what they just did. And that is going to tag Zoru, and they are going to get sprayed down by this Odin. I don't know why nobody broke that dart, but it is a mistake. And they are kind of almost just forcing this. All the players on the One Day side have already rotated over. It is able to get traded out. It is a beautiful kill, but Vex is there. Vex gets 2. And now, just like that, it is a 2v3 situation. They do have site control, so they will get bomb plant down, but this is going to be a very difficult hold. Chase is actually going to pop the Blade Storm as well because he has an off. And now Variations is going to come in with the flash. AJ's full blind. They drop AJ. It's on to Mia in the back. Then Mia will be dropped by Chase. And just like that, it is now map point in favor of Team One Day. I said it before and I said it again. Team One Day never out of it. They showed a really strong showing in the semifinals on this exact same map against Revenge 4, really just dropping them every single time they played on this defensive side.
But we should wrap this up.
And now they do have the opportunity to wrap it. Fortunately for Team Category 5, as they have these last few rounds, they are able to come into this with a couple rifles, but it is only going to be 2 Vandals with Light Shield, 2 Guardians with full shield, and a Spectre with full shield on their best player in Jack. Now Jack is 1 away from the Blade Storm, so it looks like they are going to try to grab this B-Orb for him. But even if that comes in, they are just going to get util dumped by the Sova on B main, who also has an Odin as well. That is Vexed. And actually, they're just going to go for a little bit of a mid-aggression here. They're not actually going to go for any sort of B or A orb. it's just going to be a 5-down mid. A very interesting strat. And Jack's able to get the kill now. He can give him a Flamestorm if he wants. He will be dropped, though. Oh, actually, Jack gets the kill on the Canadian. So now he has the ult if he wants it. And now it's going to be a crucial kill for Vex. He gets 2. And now he's going to think about popping the Owl Drone. But he gets the 3rd on a Jack to close the map. What a 4-piece by Vex to close the game. Finishing it out 26-14 as they win the map 13-10.